What's up everybody, welcome back to Casual Lab. Today's video is on the showcase of Jotaro Shizen. Jotaro Shizen is a bloodline that references from Jotaro Kujo in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. It is a limited bloodline with a spin rate of 1 out of 200, or you can buy it for 699 Robux. Honestly, it is not very cheap, but we want to take a look at the Jotaro Shizen. But before we move on, I would really appreciate it if you can hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, and like this video to support the channel. You may also want to join my Discord server to meet like-minded people and find out what other games I am actively playing. It is still small, but I hope you can join us. Discord server link in the description below. The Jotaro Shizen is a wood-like bloodline and it has many AoE moves. It is also just a reskin of the Giovanni Shizen. Giovanni Shizen and Jotaro Shizen have the same moveset. Giovanni Shizen is generally yellowish green while Jotaro Shizen is purple in color. Although the Jotaro Shizen is a bloodline that references from Jotaro Kujo, the moveset is closer to Hashirama Senju in Naruto. It feels like it is a superior version of Shizen and Raikan Shizen. We will take a look at the moves shortly, but first let's purchase the moves. As you can see, the level cap of Jotaro Shizen is quite high at level 1000. The first move is Golem Vanishing Images. Your bloodline needs to be at level 90, have 480 chi stats and 11,000 Rio to purchase. The second move is Worlding Invincible. Your bloodline needs to be at level 450, have 1,500 chi stats and 40,000 Rios to purchase. The third move is Dragonflight. Your bloodline needs to be at level 750, have 2,600 chi stats and 60,000 Rios to purchase. Last but not least, Jotaro Shizen has two moves. The first move, Golem Vanishing Images, summons a wood golem to attack your target. So it is like the C1 attack for Shizen and Raikan Shizen, except that the duration is much shorter. It also looks like the wood golem that the Shodaime Hokage used. It has a good AoE range on the training logs. The next move is the Worlding Invincible. It basically summons a tree. Doesn't seem to do anything here, but you can get off the tree prematurely. So it is something like the second or third move of Shizen and Raikan Shizen. It also resembles Hashirama Senju using his wood style to rapidly grow trees. The last move is the Dragonflight. Basically, you will ride on a wood dragon and ram into the enemy. It's quite hard to hit the logs. Even though when I touch the logs, the hits are not registered. This is like the wood dragon that Hashirama used. You can go into mode 1 at level 400. Your avatar will wear a coat, the C1 move summons multiple small dragons that follows your cursor. So it is possible to change your target as the move is ongoing. The Q and right mouse button plus Q moves are the same. The wood golem will punch downwards once. AoE move. The primary melee attack of C1 is really great too. You can use the wood golem to attack without any cooldown like the Shizen and Raikan Shizen C1 attack. There is of course AoE, so the wood golem is like the samurai spirit. In the mode 2, there is an entity that looks like a wood spirit hovering behind you. You need to be level 800 on your bloodline to use the mode 2. The C2 moves cause a huge AoE. The wood spirit will punch rapidly and it causes an explosion where your cursor is landing. It is actually a long-range AoE move. A very handy move. The Q and the right mouse button plus Q has the same move as well. The spirit will summon 2 trees, but it doesn't seem to do any damage on the training logs. The primary melee attack is also done by the spirit. Although the spirit looks small, the AoE by the primary melee attack is not small. As of now, Warding Invincible, Dragonflight, and the Q move of Mode 2 do not seem to be very useful, but they might be different on live targets. So let's head into War Mode and test out all the moves. Remember we saw that the wood golem will attack the targets? It doesn't seem to attack live targets. Golem vanishing images doesn't seem to work well. Warding Invincible is a great move. When I used it against the training logs, it didn't seem to do anything. Look at it when I use it on live targets. It can cause status ailment like sleep. It does huge damage too, but the damage counters don't seem to show some of the time. The AoE is wide around the tree. You are invincible when you are on the tree, so you may not want to get off prematurely even though you can do that. Overall, a really great move. Easy to use and I really like it. Dragonflight is very glitchy. It does not register a hit even when you touch an enemy sometimes, but it is very useful whenever it works. You can close up the gap very quickly and deal damage as well. You can also deal multiple hits to multiple enemies in a cluster. Now look at this, I glitched out of the map. Can't reset, so I have to leave the game. I really don't recommend that you use it now until they fix it. So you have seen the primary melee attack of Mode 1. A wood golem will attack the enemies and the AoE is quite huge, just like the samurai spirit. It also pushes the enemies back, so it is a very good and cheap crowd control method. As for the C1, your avatar shoots out multiple little wood dragons towards your cursor. I thought it was better on single target like a boss. The Q or right mouse button plus Q attack knockback mobs. Huge AoE, doesn't really deal a lot of damage. The primary melee attack of Mode 2 is also very good at crowd control. It might not seem like it, but the AoE is pretty huge and it knocks the mobs back. The C2 is a very good move. Long-range explosive type of attack. Just look at how fast I clear a cluster of mobs. Q or the right mouse button plus Q attack hits very hard. I don't know why the trees don't hit the training logs, but it deals a lot of damage to live targets. The AoE is huge too. So you can see that the Jotaro Shizen has many AoE moves, but my favorite are the Worlding Invincible, C2 and the Q2 moves. That aside, the primary melee attacks for both modes are really good too, AoE and knockbacks. However, the Jotaro Shizen bloodline comes at a huge cost. It makes 2 clicks every second when it depletes mode points. It will deplete 125 mode points per second in total. That is a lot of mode points. These are the stats bonus of the Jotaro Shizen bloodline. More importantly, Jotaro Shizen is a limited reskin of the Giovanni Shizen. Giovanni Shizen is a permanent addition, so unless you're a collector or a YouTuber, I really don't recommend that you spend 699 Robux on it. It's pretty expensive and you can get the Giovanni Shizen instead. At least for me, I wouldn't be purchasing this limited bloodline if I am not making a video on it. So that's it for today's video. What do you think of the Jotaro Shizen? Do you think it's worth 699 Robux? Let me know in the comments below. Please leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next video. Remember to turn on that notification bell too. Bye!